Remember when they said vote for Joe Biden, then we'll push him left, and you're a bad person if you don't? And I said in 2015 or 2016, I was done voting for pro-Wall Street corporatist warmongers. And I'm not doing that anymore. And so that got me a lot of scorn over here, and I wouldn't vote for Joe Biden either. But a lot of people did, and they made you feel like you're a bad person if you don't. I'm not voting for a racist, demented warmonger who's going to kill a bunch of brown people. I'm not doing that. You can do it. I couldn't do that and sleep at night. I couldn't have a clear conscience. So guess what? They said vote for him and push him left. Here's a big scoop from Jeff Stein. He says White House budget will not include key Biden campaign pledges. The stuff he ran on, and now the Democrats have complete control of government, they're not going to do. So they're lying to you to get you to vote against Trump. So they said Trump is a liar. Trump is the most corrupt. He's breaking all the norms. Well, we're back to the norms of lying to get a vote and then not doing it. That's exactly what's happening. Turns out, so he's not going to include public option. Remember, he said, I'm going to give you the public option, not Medicare for all, but the public option. They're not giving that to you. They're not giving you prescription drug reform. And they're not giving you student debt relief. They're not giving you any of that stuff. But you know why? It turns out now's not the time. You have to wait till the Republicans take back the House and the Senate, which they're going to do because Joe Biden and the Democrats are 100% corrupt and everyone sees it. The budget will not include President Biden's campaign pledge to enact a public option to create a government-run health insurance program or his pledge to cut prescription drug costs, according to people, blah, blah, blah. Other ambitious Biden campaign pledges, from raising the estate tax to forgiving significant amounts of student debt, are also expected to be left out of the new budget. So he wants to cover the gamut of disappointment. So no matter if you're a student or if you're a sick person or no matter what it is, if you want the taxes to be equal again or close to, no, you're all screwed. The budget is due out at the end of next week. A White House spokesman confirmed in a statement that the budget would not include major initiatives beyond what had already been released by the administration. During the presidential campaign, this is fucking amazing. This is amazing.
It really is. Like what a system we have. Like, hey, the budget's going to be out next week. Spoiler, you're going to hate everything in it. Buckle in.
And then they just blatantly, this is like when they passed the last stimulus bill and the Democrats are like, this is the greatest, this is pulling people out of poverty. What? A one-time check and a one-time tax break only if you have kids? No one got $15 an hour. No one got free health care, student debt forgiveness. None of those things, which actually would pull people out of poverty and would increase the middle class. They're not doing any of those things. And now it's that, don't be critical of. How long have we got to hear this? Last summer, hey, wait till November. Don't be critical of Joe Biden. Wait till the election. Right. Then after he wins, wait till he gets sworn in. Okay, he's sworn in. Wait till he hasn't even been 100 days yet. Well, it's been 100 days. Well, now wait till the midterms, and wait till 2024, and then the 26 midterm, and then wait till maybe somewhere in 2048, Jimmy. Maybe somewhere down the road is going to be this mythical day where we can finally do something about it, according to centrist Democrats.
I know there are better candidates out there, but we cannot let the hologram Mussolini win. We have to vote for Don Jr., the Democratic candidate.
The good times are just around the corner. Just around. Just hang on. Just hang on keep voting Democrat. We're going to... During the presidential campaign, Biden has called for a plan to allow Medicare to lower spending on prescription drug costs, and also called on Congress to strengthen Medicare, Medicaid, and the Affordable Care Act. I guess by strengthen, he meant give it compliments? Is that what he meant by strengthen it?
I think so. Yeah, we've been wondering that for a long time.
He's what the hell that actually means. Medicare. No, what he strengthened was giving more money to private insurance companies. That's what he strengthened.
Oh, that's what it was.
That's what he meant by strengthen. The upcoming budget will not advance these measures, but will reiterate the administration's intention to work with Congress. Hey, we might do this someday. Just like climate change or whatever. We might do it. I bet they're going to give Biden an A for this one. I bet Pramila Jayapal gives him an A. I bet they give him an A for this. Alex Lawson, the executive director of the group Social Security Work, said, lowering drug prices is the most popular part of the Build Back Better plan among Republicans and independents. Everyone hates high drug prices, and the White House has to get in front of it. No, they don't. They're not going to. Referencing Nancy Pelosi's support of the measure, Lawson added, I would also just note, it is the president's budget request, but the House actually drafts the budget. Okay, well, that's great. Thanks for pointing that out. They say that actually going to change something. Well, no, Nancy's going to actually, she supports this. So, Jesus H. By the way, and here's fucking.
She always looks out for you guys.
King fucking moron, fathead, Cenk Uygur. Biden acts as public option, lowering Medicare eligibility age, student debt forgiveness, and increasing estate tax. Of course. Really? Then why did you tell everybody to vote for him? Why didn't you demand anything for your vote before you told everybody to vote for him, Cenk? Because you're a fucking two-faced, talking out of both sides of your mouth, completely corrupted corporate piece of shit. And that's why no one watches your fucking show anymore, just like no one reads The Intercept anymore and no one watches CNN anymore, because you're all the same pieces of shit. Can you fucking believe he does this? He's still doing this. He's still pretending that he predicted all this instead of he helped fucking engineer this. That's what the Young Turks and Cenk Uygur did. They helped engineer this. And when we had a chance to hold Biden's feet to the fire, he also engineered screwing us out of doing that. Does anyone believe this shit anymore? He says, I can't believe progressives in Washington really thought he would support and fight for those things. That's incredibly naive. We'll get nothing instead. What's incredibly naive, Cenk, is you thinking that the people who read this tweet don't see right through your bullshitting, lying, corporate fucking owned ass. That's what's incredibly naive, because we do, which is why no one watches your fucking show anymore. Thanks for all the help, Rick Overton. Thanks for all the help. And here it is. Here it is.
He's done it again. He's done it again. That is a fact. You fucking little bastard. He's done it again. You dirty bastard. You've done it again.
So, Joe Biden and the Democrats, this is how you get Donald Trump as president. What they're doing right now is ensuring we're going to get another Donald Trump as president. You know how you make sure we don't have a Donald Trump as president? You make people's lives better. You give them a $15 minimum wage. You relieve their student debt. You give them health care. You expand Medicare. You give them a public option. You know, the shit you ran on. Now that you have complete control, you end the wars. You invest that money back here. You have a real jobs program. And that's how you get Democrats elected. You know how you get Donald Trump elected? Doing what they're doing right now. So what do you think gets Donald Trump elected more? Jimmy Dore telling you the truth about Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton, or Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden doing shit like this? This is what gets Donald Trump elected. Do you think it was Jimmy Dore telling you the truth about Hillary Clinton that got Donald Trump elected? Or Chris Hayes giving an empty podium of Donald Trump screen time for a whole hour? Who do you think? $2 billion in free ad time or $50,000 in memes by Russian troll farms? What do you think had more in effect? The $2 billion in free media that they gave Trump? I would think that. This is how you get Donald Trump. So if you think that Kamala Harris is going to get fucking elected over a right-wing crazy after the Democrats fuck you for 4 straight years like they're doing, you are nuts. And Cenk Uygur will tell you to vote for Kamala Harris and Joe Biden again. He's going to tell you to vote for them again.
Well, one of the reasons he's going to do that is because people don't seem to understand this because they have no historical context. The Republicans are going to come up with an actual ideologue. Trump was an idiot. I mean, he was just a narcissist and a moron. Imagine somebody with the insane evangelical ideology of Mike Pence, but actually charismatic.
Right.
That's what That's what the Republicans are going to come up with. It's going to be somebody that Trump could have taken this country over, but he's just too dumb. He could have committed a coup. We could still be in a civil war right now, but he was just too dumb to do it. Imagine someone that has some long-term crazy plan, like these evangelicals that want the Jews to take over Palestine so that Christ returns. Literally one of their things they're hoping for. Imagine someone like that who runs on a real populist message and is very manipulative, even more so than Trump. And then what are the Democrats going to do after 4 years of centrism and nonsense and not making people's lives better?
This is not centrism. This is right-wing extreme bullshit. There is no... Joe Biden is to the right of every Western leader in the fucking world. There is no elected Western leader who's against Medicare for all. He's to the right of Angela Merkel. He's to the right of fucking Boris Johnson. Joe Biden is a right-wing extremist. Denying people the public option and health care during a deadly pandemic is extremist. Still giving $5 trillion to the wealthiest Americans while denying people a living wage is extreme. There's nothing fucking centrist about that shit. And Cenk Uygur is going to tell you to vote for him again. Sorry to interrupt, Graham.
No, it's true. Because the Republicans will come up with, they'll regurgitate out some more right-wing guy, and then everyone will go, oh, but you got to, because I heard no one is worse than George W. Bush. He's the worst guy ever. I heard that. You got to vote for John Kerry. He's the worst guy ever. And now he's buddies. He's buddies with Michelle Obama. He's this cute, cuddly toy. So there's going to be someone that's going to be worse, and people are going to go, God, I hate to say this, but shit, I miss Trump. They're going to sit, they're that dumb, rather than go, maybe we should stop with these two corrupt parties. You know, they're just, it's the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. The lesser of two evils is still evil. And no one wants to learn that lesson, I guess.
I can't wait for Chomsky to tell you to vote for Joe Biden again. I can't wait for that to happen. Do you want your kids to be underwater? Oh, my God. They're setting up for another Trump, and shame on the Democrats and shame on every shit lib who told you to vote for Joe Biden without asking for one thing for their vote. Not one thing. I told Michael Moore, what are you asking for your vote for? Nothing. Cenk, what are you asking for your vote for? Nothing. Nothing. The DSA, what did you demand for your support of Joe Biden? Nothing. They demanded nothing. They got nothing. What did the nurses union get for their support of Joe Biden? Nothing. Nothing. What did anybody get? You know what Wall Street got? I'll tell you what Wall Street got. You know what the military-industrial complex got? They got $20 billion. That could have ended homelessness. That's what the military-industrial complex got. You know what the health insurance companies got? They got $200 billion extra dollars. That's what they got. You know what you got? Fucking nothing. You got Cobra. That's what you got. Nothing. No living wage, no student debt relief, no minimum wage, no nothing. You didn't get Medicare for all. You didn't get a public option. You got nothing. And Pramila Jayapal and the Justice Democrats will tell you that's an A. Hey, everybody, this is the part where I tell you where all our live shows are, but there aren't any. And then this is why I tell you to join our premium program and get extra content, but nobody's got a fucking job. So just enjoy the video.